The awarding of the Ashes venues for the 2023 home series this week puts England Cricket Board Chairman Colin Graves in a complicated position. The Graves Family Trust are owed around £22 million by Yorkshire, so Headingley hosting one of those 5 marquee test matches would be very helpful to the county's bank balance. However, Headingley faces stiff competition from the other test staging grounds, in particular Lord's and the Oval, who are certain to host 2 tests, as well as Edgbaston, Trent Bridge, Old Trafford, the Ageas Bowl and Sophia Gardens. The ECB say Graves has played no part in the independent panel who will put their recommendations done on a totting up points basis on strict criteria to the ECB board on Wednesday, and that the ECB chairman, along with other board members with strong county links, would withdraw from the discussions if they felt conflicted in any way. Hampshire chairman Rod Bransgrove remains remarkably optimistic that his beloved Ageas Bowl will be one of the favoured 5. But that would mean 3 tests in the south of England, which would cause uproar in the north. Shame on BBC 5 Live's flagship weekly sports news programme Sports Week, hosted by Gary Richardson, to somehow, with so much sport to discuss on Sunday, devote almost half the hour-long programme to promoting a new novel co-authored by self-important former Labour spin Dr. Alastair Campbell. The RFU Council in their wisdom decided at their meeting last Friday that combative Judge Jeff Blackett should join the succession line for the RFU presidency after Chris Kelly and Peter Wheeler. This means Blackett will ascend to the highest post in the RFU for the 2020-21 period that takes in the 150th anniversary of the RFU. This despite former Chief Disciplinary Officer Blackett being such a toxic figure in the civil war within Twickenham that sent the RFU into meltdown in 2011. But it would not have hindered Blackett's presidential cause that Simon Collier-Bristow, chairman of the RFU Nominations Committee, has been his longtime ally throughout the internal battles at Twickenham in the last decade. The rampantly commercial RFU will love that they are on course for a record-breaking day on November 10 when New Zealand visit. Half the 8,500 corporate hospitality places in the RFU's new £55 million entertainment area have been sold, and a sellout crowd of 82,000 will pay more for their seats than at any other England international. Warren shames Eddie after Wales were deprived of what could have been a match-deciding try by an awful TMO verdict at Twickenham. Coach Warren Gatland had every right to be in a foul mood following the NatWest Six Nations defeat by England. Yet Gatland remained personable and explained his disappointment in a cool, methodical manner. In contrast, bombastic England head coach Eddie Jones preferred to say he was sick of an unbelievable media whom he bracketed as one bandwagon in criticisms of fullback Mike Brown. Jones wouldn't even answer whether he had spoken to Gatland straight after the game, which he hadn't. One dreads to think how Jones would have reacted in similar circumstances had the TMO verdict gone against England. Premier League chiefs concerned that their domestic TV rights will not bring in another massive hike in money this week can be reassured that the overseas markets will deliver a considerable upside. 4 mega deals have been done in advance of the international rights sale following the domestic auction for lucrative territories USA, China, Sub-Saharan Africa and Brazil that point to at least a 40% increase on the £3 billion from the current contracts.